happening, kiddos? We are
everyone.
back with another episode of Rancho Kids Show, and this one's a little different, isn't it?
This one's a little spicy, I heard.
Little spicy. It's a spicy challenge. We've done this before as a segment with me and my kids, but I thought, how fun would it be for you guys to get to watch Miss Carrie do the hot wing challenge as we host the show?
Why do you come up with all the ideas?
But I mean, you come to me with an idea, and we can totally consider whether it's a worthy idea.
Because last week my daughter was laughing at my golf game.
Oh, that was fun. That was so fun. Did
And
you guys watch? We all watched it.
This.
We watched it in the children's ministry on
did?
Sunday. We watched it. We had kids guess whether you would do it, and most of them were like, I don't know if you're gonna do it, but you did it in exactly 15.
Did I?
It was impressive. I mean, we did not count some strokes, but at the end, it was really intense.
I wondered.
So before we go to the game, why don't we start our little side game off with a very, very mellow sample of...
Do we need to tell them what's happening here? You guys,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
So Ryan likes this place called
Epic Wings. It's right across from church. You guys need to check it out.
He's a bit addicted.
Canadian people, you should fly down and try it. I promise.
So I do not love wings. Just in general, I don't love wings.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. That's fine.
And I definitely don't love spicy. You love, is it fair to say you love spicy?
I really like spicy. I don't love the crazy, like the atomic hot, but we've got everything from mild to medium to sweet chili to hot and then extremely hot. So
there's one called atomic.
Yes.
I thought you said
Yes,
these
that's
were
the last one.
not that bad.
That's the
what
last
he
one.
said.
It's gonna be amazing.
He told me, Carrie, do you want to do the wing challenge? And I said, maybe, and he said it's not that bad.
Yeah, I will say this one is
said.
truly not as bad as other ones. Like there's one at Buffalo Wild Wings is called like the ghost pepper. I think it makes you into a ghost when you're done because it just kills you. But yeah, anyway, so ghost, that was a joke, kids. So, are you ready? Get your first little bite-sized thing. We'll put it in here. This is going to be our.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? We'll just dip. Let's just dink it and sink it, as our friends from Good Myth in the Morning would say. Oh,
Okay, wait.
Yes. You want to go first?
I don't have a fork.
Here. I got you a fork right here.
Okay.
Boom. All right.
Here we go.
Good luck.
Mild.
Yes, mild.
I can do mild.
This is easy. Yeah, that's great.
Do I just the whole
That's
thing?
fine. I mean, it's
The
up
whole
to you.
thing?
I mean, I'm gonna go like, I can't breathe. Oh yes, look at that. This should be just tasty.
Wait. That's my. That's mild.
Yes, it's good. It has a teeny little kick. It's really good.
When it hits back here.
Yeah. So how you feeling on this one?
I mean, I'm
Are you dreading the rest?
dreading.
I'll tell you what, kids. We've just started our game. Why don't you start your game in just 1 second? Because we are gonna line up our next round of this while you guys play the game.
Should my lips be burning already?
No way. Are you serious?
I am serious.
I love it, kids. We'll be back in a bit. Enjoy the game.
All right there, kiddos. It is your friend, Martin Q. Snodgrass, ready to host today's game. And I'm telling you, I'm super duper excited because, as always, it will be a hoot. Okay, so today we're playing a game called Guess the Secret Talent. Okay, because each and every one of the kids you're about to see has a pretty amazing secret talent. And your job is to guess between two options as to which one is their actual secret talent. You know, it's a pretty simple game, so I don't think I need to explain much more. Let's jump into round one. Take a look at the picture of this young lady and you tell me, what do you think her secret talent is? Is it first, burping the alphabet, or the second option would be bending herself like a pretzel? Tell you what, kiddos, they both sound pretty cool to Uncle Marty, so why don't you go ahead and tell me which one? Burping the alphabet or bending herself like a pretzel?
Can you get out of this situation? Oh, you.
All right, kiddos, round number two. Take a look at this handsome little fella. Now you tell me, is his secret talent that he can do a great impression of yours truly, Martin Q. Snodgrass, or is it that he can do an impression of a chicken? Go ahead, give me your guess.
Let's hear it. Wait, keep going. There you go.
Okay, let's take a look at our next contestant on Secret Talents Are Us. Okay, this young lady's got a pretty amazing talent, but your job is to guess. Is it whistling using her fingers, or can she balance standing on a football? Oh boy, these are both interesting. Take your guess.
Whoa, whoa! It's all fun and games till you break an ankle.
Alrighty, kiddos, here's your next picture of a young lady who's got a pretty spectacular talent. Now you tell me, is her talent that she's double jointed in her elbow or that she can gleek? Which I think is when you shoot water from out under your tongue. It's pretty spectacular. Go ahead, make your guess.
Show me. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. That didn't hurt at all? Oh!
Oh my, it's another young lady this round. I'll tell you what, these ladies are very talented. But my question for you, is this young lady's secret talent dancing ballet or barking like a dog? Okay, go ahead, make your guess. They both sound pretty special to me.
That sounded so real.
Okie dokie, let's keep on moving, kiddos. This young man has a special talent, but the question is his special talent being able to go cross-eyed, or is it being able to put both of his feet behind his head? Oh my, you tell me, kiddos, what is his talent? All right, let's keep this game rolling, kiddos. Now tell me for this one, is this young lady's secret talent that she can throw a softball super fast, or is her secret talent that she can throw a grape way up high in the air and catch that little baby right in her mouth?
Look out! Whoa! Look at that thing. It's all shook up.
Next up, we've got this young lady, and she sure looks talented, but the question is her secret talent either that she's got incredible dance moves that are just gonna blow your mind, or does she sing like an angel? Can she sing with the beauty of a sweet songbird? I don't know. Good luck guessing, kiddos.
Did you know you just put your foot? What in the world is happening? Oh my goodness.
Here we go again. Another young lady with an amazing secret talent. You tell me, kiddos, is her secret talent that she can wiggle her ears and her nose at the same times without using her hands, of course? Or is it that she can make her tongue do this crazy, crinkly, weird thing? Who knows, kiddos?
Oh, that's gnarly. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, kiddos, take a look at this youngster. Now, can you tell me, does she have the ability to make an incredibly lifelike horse sound? Or can she climb underneath the chair without any part of her body touching the ground? Those both sound like amazing secret talents, but you gotta tell me, which one is it?
Do it one more time, one more time. Oh my goodness.
All right, here's our next young lady with a secret talent. Tell me, kiddos, is her secret talent that she can do an incredible handstand, or that she can hop on one foot with incredible skill?
Oh my goodness. Hopping on one foot. What?
Okay, kiddos, let's take a look at our next player, our next contestant. Can you tell me about this young lady? Is her secret talent that she can do the splits, or is her secret talent that she can do push-ups on her fingertips? Good luck guessing this one, kiddos. Alrighty, we are done with our normal rounds, but we have one last round, and it's a special one. Can you look at these three kiddos and tell me which one of these three kiddos does not have the secret talent of making their eyes turn totally white? The other two can do it, but this one apparently can't. Or maybe they can, but it's just not their secret talent. Go ahead and guess which one cannot do it. All right, let's see which two can do it, and that will show you which one could not do it.
Oh my, oh my. Whoa! Okay.
Oh my, those two had some pretty impressive and kind of creepy talents with the eye tricks there, but hey, to each their own, very impressive secret talents. But let's go ahead and show you what that adorable young lady who couldn't do the eye trick, what was her secret talent? Here's a hint, it's worship. Listen to her.
Do you know Jesus loves me? Can you do that one?
Jesus loves me. I know Jesus loves me.
I love that one. I love your secret talent.
Boy, oh boy, that young lady sings like an angel. Now, kiddos, this game was so much fun, I've decided we're gonna do it again in the not too distant future because I still have more kids with more secret talents. So let me go ahead and get to work on making that game as fun as possible. And for now, we're gonna send it back to Miss Carrie and that Mr. Ryan film.
She's recovered. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay, no, it's not a big deal. You are ready to move on with,
Yeah,
right?
I feel okay
kids.
about it.
I hope you had fun with the game. We're gonna go to worship in a second, but first we're gonna dink and sink the old. Oh, so you sink it and then you dink it, but we're not gonna
What
do
does
that
that
because
mean?
it's from a
Okay.
YouTube show my kids watch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go, like I said, oh, I can't breathe. Oh.
Full submersion?
Why not? Why not? Why not?
I don't
Okay.
know. I feel like
Now
just
you
a
can go
little-
ahead.
That's good, right?
I think you need a little more than that. I mean, really, truly, you do need a little more. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
yes. Are you
Okay.
ready, Miss Carrie?
Here we go. Here we
Here we
go.
go. Now,
Okay. Oh,
that's tasty, right?
okay.
I usually get my wings covered in this, and then I dip it in our next one, sweet chili. And then, of course, I dip it in ranch.
Okay. I'm okay.
What do you think?
I'm okay. I feel like
You all right?
the mild was a little shocking, but I think it warmed me up for the medium.
Yeah,
I feel
wait,
okay.
Wait for it. It usually kicks in like
All right, you guys.
Worship, worship, right?
is, and I strategically, I knew we were going to be doing
Mm-hmm.
this, and so I strategically picked a song called "He'll Never Let Go of Me."
Oh, like he's just
You'll
there.
never, I think you'll never let go of me.
He's
and I
here
just felt
embracing
like,
you through this difficult process.
Because sometimes we do go through the fires of life.
Ooh,
You see what I
that
did
was
there?
a great tie-in.
Mhm.
That was a great tie-in. How are you doing on the fires of life right now?
It's warm. It's a little warm. It's like, you know, when you're at campfire and you put your hands here, not here, you put your hands here,
Yeah,
and they're warm.
We'll get there soon enough, right?
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
So Never Let Go of Me, and then Never Ever Gonna Be, because we haven't
Never,
done that one in
ever
a while.
gonna be. Never.
Never Ever Gonna Be anything hotter than the medium.
Yes. Oh,
right?
well, there's a few hotter ones coming. Right.
Okay.
So those are our songs? All right, kids. She's gonna be dancing her way to a drinking fountain, but that won't really help. You guys sing and dance while we do some worship. All right? Roll it, Davito.
Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You never let go of me. You gave me hope when hope was all but gone. A second chance to sing a brand new song. You opened up my eyes to see. You rescued me, rescued me. You showed the way when there was no way out. Cleared up my mind when you erased all doubt. You made me strong when I was weak. You rescued me, rescued me. Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey, you are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey, you are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey,
Everybody sing with me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. I can see about the peace you give to me when I feel alone, and how you're always there to lift me up when I'm feeling low. I can sing because I know your love will ever and always be. It's why I'm singing, I'll never stop singing. Everybody sing with me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love.
Sweet chili.
I've already decided this is my favorite, and I haven't
Really?
even tried it.
Is it
Yeah, I
big?
love sweet things.
Okay.
I have a sweet tooth.
Oh, you're gonna like
So I
this.
have a root canal back
Do you
here.
really?
'Cause yeah.
You already had it? Or
I
you're
already
gonna-
had, no, it had on both
Oh,
sides.
yeah, I've had it,
'cause
me
that's
too,
my
me
sweet
too.
tooth back there.
Yeah, so what does it say about us that we work with children and we have teeth that still like have
Oh,
issues like children?
It just
That's
means
not
we
fun.
like candy.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so listen.
Maybe we don't brush and floss.
Because this is one of my favorite flavors right here. This is a fantastic flavor, but it does have a little kick. I put it above the medium because I think it's a little spicier. But
Okay.
I don't know. That's up
Okay.
to the. But let's
I'm
just
not
go ahead.
afraid.
And let's
All
do it.
right.
I'm getting in on this one. I'm going.
Okay.
Oh yeah, getting all sides. Yeah, look at that.
That's good coverage right there. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah?
That's acceptable. I will
Okay.
accept that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
Ready?
good luck.
Wait. Ding.
Oh, yeah.
No, ding. Okay.
Ding. Okay, there you go.
It's savory.
Sweet and savory.
It's sweet and
Uh oh.
it's sweet. It's.
I
I need to keep it in the front of my. Oh. When it goes back here, that's when it.
Oh, I hear you. I
Starts
hear you.
burning.
But that's part of like the process. That's part of the deliciousness of it.
Okay.
Don't you think?
But I do like. But I do like. I
The
do
original
like the
flavor. Yes,
Yes.
I get that.
Like the when
I
it
get
hits
that.
your tongue, that flavor.
Yes. Now imagine that dipped in some ranch, maybe with some medium mixed in there.
I came prepared, Ryan.
Is that milk?
I heard that milk.
She heard that. What's milk? Are you drinking? Look, she's still happy. She's smiling her way through it. Okay. How's
I was
that?
hoping that
how's
that
that
would
helping?
be a shield to cover my
Is
facial.
that warm milk?
No, I brought it from home.
Is that
just
a
right
cooler?
now.
Is that a cooler bag? I mean, warm milk is not a.
I came prepared.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Well, listen.
ready for what's coming.
Let's send it to the message because that's what's coming next in the show. Kids, we are working our way through the potato head, however you want to call it. Potato or potato? Potato. Yeah, it's potato. But kids, go ahead, check out this message. We are slowly but surely constructing our vision of God based upon the stories we're reading about Jesus, and it's pretty awesome. Hang in there. She'll be fine, kids. You enjoy the next segment.
Kids, don't panic. I know it's going to be tempting to panic, but resist the urge. I personally have been like taking deep breaths, like, it's okay. We'll find them. It's okay. Now you guys are wondering, why am I telling you not to panic? What do I mean we're going to find them? Well, here's the thing, kids. I can't find our potato head. Oh my goodness. I know. That's the big deal, right? I mean, we're doing an entire series that involves the potato head, that we've been building this potato head because the whole idea is that we're looking at stories from the life of Jesus, and then we're adding pieces or the parts to our potato head that remind us of some of the incredible truths we've learned about God by looking at the stories of Jesus. And now the potato head is missing. But I promise we will find it, or we'll just recreate a new one with all the same parts. But I'm hoping we find our original one because I've become very attached to to that potato head. Now, today I have a solution. It's not a permanent solution, it's a temporary solution, and it's right here. It's a new potato head. And look, we've already added the piece. It's a mouth, and it's the words grace and truth. Now, kids, the reason this mouth is saying the words grace and truth is because the Bible tells us that Jesus was full of grace and truth, and that Jesus spoke about grace and he spoke truth into people's lives. So there's so many examples I could have chosen, but the one story I wanted to look at from Jesus' life where Jesus speaks grace and truth is from John chapter 8. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read that to you right now. Now, just let me set the scene for you, okay? Jesus is teaching a group of people in the synagogue. He's actually in like the courtyards of the temple area. And the people are listening to Jesus and they're like, wow, this guy's incredible. And then those pesky Pharisees, these annoying religious leaders that have been trying to trap Jesus and trick Jesus over and over again, they come back to find Jesus to once again try and trap him. Now, what they did was they found a woman who was doing things she should never be doing, and they caught her doing these things, and they brought her before Jesus. They brought her to Jesus in front of all these people, and listen to what they say. They say, "Teacher, this woman was caught doing something she should not be doing. Now, the law of Moses says that when she does this, she should be stoned, which means they would take rocks and throw them at her until she was dead. It's horrible, it's harsh, it's brutal. But that's what the law of Moses from the Old Testament said." And so they say, "So Jesus, what do you say?" Now, what you need to understand here, kids, is that these religious leaders were trying to trap Jesus. They were trying to get Jesus to say either, yeah, I guess if the law says to stone her, then you should throw rocks at her, right? Until she's dead. And that wouldn't make him look very nice, right? If you were one of the people in the crowd listening to him, you'd think, that doesn't sound very nice at all. So if he says that, it's not going to be good. But if he says, okay, don't just be nice to her, forgive her, don't throw rocks at her until she's dead, well, then they'd say, well, what? You don't believe what the Old Testament of the Bible tells you? So he was almost kind of sort of trapped, except the Pharisees always tried to trap Jesus and they never actually succeeded. Jesus was very, very smart. So look at what Jesus does here. It says that they were trying to trap him into saying something they could use against him, but Jesus, instead of responding right away, he stooped down and he wrote in the dust with his finger. He almost kind of like ignored them. They asked him a question, and instead of responding, he just starts writing. And then look what it says here. It says that these men kept demanding an answer. Hey, Jesus, stop writing in the dust. Tell us what we want to know. Answer this question for us. So Jesus stands up again. He looks at the men and he says, all right, go ahead and stone her. Now, if you're in the audience, you're thinking, oh, what? That doesn't sound like Jesus. Jesus has been so kind and gracious. He's been teaching about grace and forgiveness, and throwing rocks at her doesn't sound like grace. But listen to what he says. He says, go ahead and stone her. But let the one of you who has never sinned throw the first stone. Which is where Jesus got really, really smart. He almost trapped them in their own trap, because obviously each and every one of these men, these religious leaders that dragged her before the crowd, they had all sinned. They had all made mistakes. The Bible says that everyone, all mankind has sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Everyone except Jesus. Now look at what it says happens here. After he tells the men, go ahead, stone her, but let the one who hasn't sinned throw the first stone, it says that he stoops back down and he starts writing in the dust, almost ignoring them again. It says then, when the accusers heard this, when these men heard this, they slipped away one by one, beginning with the oldest, until only Jesus was left in the middle of the crowd with the woman. So kids, you see what happened? One by one, these men dropped their rocks and they walked away. One by one, they realized, okay, we tried to trap Jesus, but he turned the tables on us, and now we are the ones that are trapped because we've all sinned. And who are we to throw stones at her? And Jesus basically gave the perfect response. And now, in this powerful moment, it's just Jesus and this woman. Jesus has shown her incredible grace. He's actually saved her from these judgmental, harsh men. He's shown grace, right? Because that's what Jesus does. And look what it goes on here. It says, when the accusers slipped away one by one, beginning with the oldest, it says that it was just him and the woman in the crowd. It says that then Jesus stood up again and he looks at the woman and he says, oh, where are your accusers? Didn't even one of them condemn you? And she says to Jesus, she says, no, Lord, Now, at that point, do you think she's thinking to herself how relieved she is? I think she's probably like, "Whew, none of them condemn me." But if you think about it, Jesus said, "Go ahead and stone her, but let the one who has not sinned, let them throw the first stone." The only person in this story, and the only person in the history of the world that hasn't sinned is Jesus. So Jesus could pick up all those rocks, although it doesn't actually say they had the rocks with them, but he could say, all right, well then I'm going to be the one that stones you. But like we said, Jesus is a God of grace. So when she says, no, none of them condemn me, Jesus says to her, neither do I condemn you. Now that is grace. That, kids, is this incredible, beautiful grace. Jesus speaks it time and time again to the people he's around. Jesus lives it out. He is all about grace and forgiveness and mercy, and he speaks it in this situation beautifully to this woman who knew she needed it, and Jesus gives it to her. He says, neither do I condemn you, but he doesn't stop there. He doesn't stop at neither do I condemn you. He actually says a few more really powerful words. He says, neither do I condemn you. Now go and sin no more. Now kids, that's the truth. That's the truth that this woman needed to hear. She needed to be told that, listen, what you're doing, you don't want to be doing that. Now, you think Jesus was saying, okay, listen, I've given you forgiveness and grace this time, but don't you go sinning anymore because I might not offer it next time. Well, first of all, there's no way this lady was going to go and never sin again, because all of us sin. Even people that have been Christians their entire life and try as hard as they can to follow God, we all still fall short of God's glory sometimes. We all still sin. So Jesus wasn't saying, okay, here's some grace, but now go and sin no more. He was saying, here's some grace, and I love you, and I care about you. And the truth you need to hear right now is that what you're doing is sin. It's harmful to you and to others. It's something you don't want to get caught up in. It's not what I'm inviting you to. I'm inviting you to so much better. So please, my sweet child, I'm not here to condemn you. I offer you grace, but I also want to give you the truth. That is that you should go and stop doing those hurtful, destructive things you're doing. Go and sin no more. There are so many examples of Jesus offering grace and truth to people. And it's beautiful that he does not just say grace and then doesn't encourage her to stop sinning. He gives her grace, and then he encourages her to stop settling for the way of life that she was settling for. He gives her the truth that what she's doing is harmful and destructive, and she shouldn't do it. She shouldn't do it not because it would make God not love her, but because it's harmful to her and it's harmful to others. And he loves her and doesn't want to see her do it. So kids, when we look at our potato head, which will be bound, it will be reconstructed the next time you see it, we need to remember that God offers grace and truth. And when he speaks it into the lives of the people in the Bible, we can rest assured that he speaks it into our lives as well. He wants to offer us that same grace, but his word offers us so much powerful, valuable truth that we can look to and be reminded of the life that God is inviting us to. All right, kids, that's all we've got for this week. Thank you for listening. I'm going to go find that potato head.
Things are getting spicy up in here.
Are you sure I'm not having an allergic reaction?
Yes.
My lips feel really big.
She did say that her lips felt very like numb, but which I know a lot of like models that like want their lips to be big and like this when they touch it. I think they feel like it's a good look. Yes, exactly like that. So we are moving on to the second hottest, which is just hot. I don't particularly like the flavor of this one, but it is hot. And then we're gonna get to our friend Atomic. But for now, let's go ahead and do our little. I gotta actually cut a little piece here, so you can dink in there first, or
Okay.
Or
do I have to fully submerge?
no, it's up to you. Follow your heart. I mean, I will judge you if you don't.
Okay, I am wearing my Courage shirt today.
Look at
Did you
this.
notice, Ryan? Did you notice?
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh,
So
gosh.
I feel brave.
Is that good enough? Oh,
I feel
look at that. Mm-hmm. I think this one's gonna be okay.
You do?
I think it's just I think it's more vinegary.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that?
I mean, it's not great.
I don't see. This is what I don't want. I don't want you to come
So then
away and
there
say
is
you didn't actually.
there is
do
a way
it.
for you to fix that problem very quickly. Right there. There it is. She's ready, kids.
Okay.
That's called peer
There's
pressure.
the part
I'll be
there
teaching a
that's
lesson on that sometime soon. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? All right.
Okay.
Are you okay? That one's.
Okay. It hit the back of my throat again.
That's where food tends to end up. It's like weird. It's like you chew it and then it migrates back to the part that like slides down into what's this thing called? Uh-oh. What is in her bag of tricks?
I just have a
What
I
is
just have a
this?
thing of ice cubes.
Those I don't think oh gosh.
Is there steam coming up?
You know what? You are the carrot top of the Rancho Kids Show. Just these props. I don't think that's
Help!
it does help? Okay. Well, hey, go ahead and introduce the next segment. Go ahead. Tell the kids what's coming up next. No,
I don't even know.
Okay,
The
I'll tell
challenge,
you. I
the
will
game,
tell you.
the challenge,
This is
oh.
the part where we just do random fun things. Sometimes with my kids, sometimes with random people. For this one, we're going to be going down to Rancho Christian School. I already filmed one of these in chapel this morning. It's basically a water bottle flipping game. There are consequences if you lose and there are prizes if you win. It's candy if you win and really cold water thrown on you if you lose. So you could use some cold water. Yeah, that works. Okay, well kids, enjoy these other kids either not enjoing this game or enjoying it, all right? Because when you come back, we're coming to our old friend Tommy. Atomic, that's short for atomic. Okay, roll the game. Thank you so much, Davido.
I'm willing to bet that most of you have tried doing the water bottle challenge, where you try to flip a water bottle and have it land right side up. My question is, could you do that if you were racing against other people where the last place person gets a punishment of some cold water thrown right in their face? That's what I did down at Rancho Christian's elementary campus. Let's see how these kids handled the pressure of a water bottle flipping race. This is gonna be fun.
Get set, go! That just worked, but it's too little too late, my friend. Oh, nice. That's good. So I asked him where he wanted. I suggested the face. He said he didn't want it, so I'm being this. He said he wants it here. I'm not being mean about this, okay? All right. Good sport, buddy. Good sport. I got you. Oh boy, that's not a good start. You gotta flip it forward. You gotta. thought I guess a good way to start there. Come on now. This is so stressful. Oh my gosh! Wow, are you all right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I am not sure why it is so fun to watch other kids get water thrown on them, but I personally love it. Hope you kids enjoyed it, but let's go back and watch Miss Carrie try to eat the hottest sauce of them all. Kids, we are officially at the final sauce, the Atomic Hot. Now, before we do this, I need Davido to just go ahead and show you a clip of my kids reacting to this.
This has been playing out in my mind all morning.
Oh yes, it's specifically.
It's the memory of Jackson. And
Jackson was Bryson and Aubrey. Bryson and Aubrey had quite a reaction to this. So go ahead and roll that clip, Davido, just so you guys know what Miss Carrie is getting into.
I did not prescribe. We'll go for Atomic. We're going from Bryson.
All right, stop. Kind of is.
Tears in my eyes.
Brian, was there any permanent damage there?
I mean,
are they able to taste
My
the
kids have
food?
always behaved a bit strange, so I can't tell what's damaged from the hot sauce or just what's kind of naturally ingrained in them. But I will tell you this, I took the biggest piece of chicken off your plate, that one right there, and I'm gonna go dippy through. Oh yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, I might be, you might get a reaction from me because it is definitely hot. It's not as hot as some of the places, but it's really, really hot. And I mean, the kids want some fun.
I'm gonna keep it in the front.
Eventually, you will have to swallow the
Because I feel like it's better to burn the taste buds than burn the throat. That's my theory.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Hypothesis.
Should I go first by myself, and then you can go? Or
I don't want to see your reaction.
how's that? Like, is that plenty coverage right there?
I mean, my courage shirt only goes so far. I've got to just do it. I got to just
Do it.
I feel like.
Oh.
Yeah?
The other side.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you ready? Hey. Thanks for doing this, kids. She was brave. She
It's
showed
been
courage.
good knowing you guys. It's been fun.
There's nothing there. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. It's in your nose? Yeah. It's hot, kids. Yeah. Oh, say ah. It's not that. It's definitely hot, but it's not that hot. It's in the cheeks right now. Is it in your cheeks? Oh, is that helping?
Yeah, you know what? The flavors kind of
No.
They don't blend.
They don't blend?
No.
How is it going?
This is way too much.
I mean, I'm sure that you guys are laughing with her at home, not at her, right? This is not about. Are you okay?
How do we do?
It still tingles in my mouth.
Gosh,
Like,
you've got ice cream in here.
what on earth? What kind of ice cream is that?
I don't know. Better
That is.
than Atomic ice cream. Is that?
Okay.
That's what this is
Okay.
called.
I might have you like leave that here afterwards. That looks kind of interesting. That's,
Oh,
Okay.
that may be. This is it. This
won't.
is it.
No,
Lindy's homemade.
Okay, well, hey, consider it an endorsement. You have extinguished the flames in her mouth. Uh-oh, but now it's moved its way down to the throat, like you always say.
No, it's back.
Oh, no, yes. Kids, I hope this was entertaining to you. This is fun for me and tasty. She's suffering.
You're
And
not a work this thing.
yes, okay, seriously. Just open up.
Okay.
Kids, we're gonna probably have to blow this. I pull this, okay.
Okay.
And
I
then-
really am okay. I feel like
Right
I'm
here.
I feel like I'm gonna be okay, guys. Don't worry about me.
I love it! She's still feeling it. Do you want to try another dip? Here, look. Sometimes it makes it better if you dip it again. Mwah. Hey, you're spilling on the chicken I was planning on eating.
Thank you. I think we need to be cut off.
Okay, kids, we'll be back next week with, what are we gonna do next week? Flamin' Hot Cheetos versus Takis versus, no? Okay. Well, I'm gonna work my way up to convince you.
I'm planning next.
The
I'm
challenge?
planning next week's show.
challenge?
I'm planning the whole show.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. That sounds like an easy week for me. Kids, get ready, because you know she's gonna try and plan something crazy. And I'm always up for fun.
Okay, seriously, the fire extinguisher.
Here, open your mouth. Open your mouth. The wind will blow it. All right, kids, we'll see you next week.
Next time.
Take it easy. I get to eat the rest of this right now. Thank you so much. Oh, good. This one's fantastic.